Today, we're going to draw a Bowser house. Let's get into it. To draw a Bowser house, we are going to make the most epic, cool house that we can think of with as many Bowser details that we can come up with. Now, keep in mind, just because mine looks like this doesn't mean that yours has to look the same. Maybe you want to do something different with yours. Maybe you want to make a cool garage for your Bowser's car, or maybe you want to make a different sort of pet. That's totally up to you. So I'm going to be drawing this picture. Feel free to be inspired by what I'm drawing, draw the same thing, or draw your own version. Draw it with your own details. It's totally up to you. Let's just have fun with it. That is the whole reason for drawing these super cool mixes of our favorite game characters with other things. So let's get into it. Okay, to draw this super cool Bowser house, we are going to start by making the shape of the house. So what I'm going to do is make the two walls and the ground. I'm not going to make the top. I'm just going to make two side walls and the ground. I'm allowing some space on all sides. I'm allowing extra space on this side because I'm going to put my sign Beware of Chain Chomp and my pet Chain Chomp over there. And I'm allowing some space on the top here because I'm going to draw Bowser's hair and space down here as well for my moat. All right, so at the very top, I want to make Bowser's hair. So I'm going to create a sort of wavy top. It doesn't have to be any specific shape of wave, but just a wave. And then coming out of the top, I'm going to make what looks like Bowser's hair. Now, Bowser's hair has little pieces. I like to call these shark fins. These little pieces make it look like chunks of hair. You can draw as many or as few as you would like. You could give his hair a little bit different style or more of a mohawk look if you want to. Totally up to you. So there's my Bowser hair. Next, I'm going to draw some little pieces that are going to contain the horn. All right, the horn has this little rounded rectangle at the base that holds it in place. There we go. All right. Next, I'm going to draw the windows. I'm going to draw these windows looking like they're on the second floor. I want to leave a lot of space down here for the mouth, so these windows are going to be the eyes. The eyes into the soul. All right, now I'm going to put some eyebrows over the windows. It's kind of funny. I'm making this a little bit different than my original. A little extra shark fin on the eyebrow here. So feel free to make yours however you like. I think I'm not going to make the cross shape in the window this time. I think I'm just going to make the eyes. We'll see how that looks. Okay, I'm going to make some eyes. Big eyes. There we go. Ooh, it looks like a big square Bowser head. That's funny. Okay, next, I'm going to give this one a nose. I didn't give my other one a nose. Oh, that looks so silly. That's okay, we're going with it. I thought I should have a nose that the mouth comes out of. That looks super happy. Why does it look like a little lamb? That's all right. Okay. We are making the corners of Bowser's mouth. This is going to be a really mean looking Bowser mouth. No, it actually looks very happy. It looks like a happy little sheep or lamb. All right, I love it though. I'm loving it. Okay, there we've got the mouth. Now I want to incorporate something that looks like the shell. So I'm going to make a little side piece on the side of the house for the shell ridge. This is the white part of the shell, that white ridge that goes all the way around the shell. And then I'm going to make a curve like the shell. So it's like it has a bit of a shell on each side of the house. And then I'm going to make 3 little settings here, these little pieces that the spikes come out of. And then draw my spikes coming right out. Now if you wanted to, you could go a step further and create a different themed Bowser. You could make a Fury Bowser, which if you did that, you'd want longer spikes. You could make a Meowser or Dry Bowser. This could be really cool. Okay, there we go. There's my house. I want to give it a chimney that is a cannon, and I want it to be launching to the side and have lava bubbles just coming out of it, just launching. I'll even give them eyes this time, which I didn't do the last time, but how cute is that? Okay, I want to create some ground. I want this to be a wavy, rocky kind of terrain. I don't want this to be a flat land. And I'm going to create a moat around the home. That just seems right. I'm going to make a big go away sign because I don't think that Bowser would have a welcome mat. I think he would have a go away mat instead. I would like to write the words first and then draw the shape around it, because then I can make sure that I have enough space and I don't run out of space. What other details could I make? Well, I'm going to make a little floating bad guy here. You might recognize him. See if you can tell what this is. If you guessed blooper, you're right. Nice. Now, I'm going to make a post with a chain chomp on it. Let's see, I'll make a post over here. I'm going to make a little bit of grass on the ground with a post sticking out of it. And attached to this post will be my chain chomp chain. Going to have it going up this direction. And at the end, we'll have a chain chomp head, which is kind of like a Pac-Man head. It's like a big C shape with a V inside it, with big teeth and a little eye right back here in the corner. I want him to be barking, so I'm going to make this barking kind of line coming out. A sign, I will need a beware of chain chomp sign. Now I'm running out of space, so I think on my original drawing I put my sign down here, but I think this time I'm going to put my sign over here. You could put your sign anywhere you want to. I'm going to use the same kind of idea as I did with the go away sign, and I'm going to write beware of chain chomp. I'm going to write it before I draw the outline. Then I'm going to draw my top and bottom, And I want my wood to look like it's kind of been chomped on. So I'm giving it some little missing pieces here. And of course it needs a post. All right, there's my warning sign. I'm going to draw a few little long grass pieces at the edge of the lava here. What else could you think to draw? There are so many different bad guys you could add. Ooh, I'm going to add a little bomb. There we go. Of course, he would be walking along, I'm sure. How about some clouds? I don't want these to be nice, big, poofy clouds. I want them to be kind of long, gray storm clouds, maybe with some lightning. There we go. Okay, this is looking cool. Now let's take a look at my colored in version to give you some ideas about the coloring. So if you really want it to look like a Bowser house, then your best bet is to use the colors that you see in Bowser in the house. So for Bowser, of course, he's got a green shell. So if you've created any sort of shell element, make that shell green. The little setting that holds in the spike is an orangish yellow kind of, or not yellow, an orangish red color, the color of his hair. So you want to use that color on there. And then his hair and eyebrows is red or orange, so do that. Red eyes, red inside the mouth. Now his body itself is a yellowish orangish color. His head, the top of his head, is green, but on mine I decided to go with the yellow for the face of the house, even though his face is not actually yellow, but I used that color to represent his body in the house because I already had the green on the sides. So you can choose kind of how you want to incorporate his different colors. Of course, black up here. You know what else you could do? You could incorporate something to represent these cuffs. You could definitely do something to represent those cuffs. Let's see if we can think of something. Maybe you could make a gate, or like I'm going to make some sharp cuffs. These circles are the spikes. They're pointing upward because a pointy shape, when you look at it straight on, just looks like a circle. But when we add a little shadow at the bottom, it looks like a little smiley face, but that's the shadow of the spike. These spikes are pointing upward. Now it looks almost like there's a path. Maybe it can go up and down, right? All right, let's look at the colors some more. I've added some lightning bolts, some gray in the clouds, a lot of lava and brown and red and gray and black. Remember, if you want to, you could add a garage, you could add a car, you could add some other pets, more lava bubbles. What else could you think of that you could add? I'm so glad you drew a Bowser house with me today. I hope that you will share how yours turned out. I would love to see if you made yours a little bit different or the same, or used some different ideas that came from your own imagination. I hope you'll share yours with me on social media so that I can see what you created. Until next